Leo, the person on your mind this week, how do they feel? What are their intentions? What are their actions? This will not resonate with everyone. Take what does, leave the rest. Leo, they're viewing you in a very good light. This is someone who wants some type of stability. Some of you could be an Aquarius here with the star. They want to heal the situation. They're feeling a newfound sense of hope or optimism. I do feel like they're viewing you in a very good light. You are a wish fulfillment to them. Some of you may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you may have these placements. But, as feelings, I feel like this is just someone who is really captivated by your energy. Like they've made up their mind, Leo. You are what they want. Now I'm hearing you're the one that I want. Something about what is that? Greece? Someone's name could be Sandy. Someone could live near the beach. Anyways, what are their intentions? I'm gonna look at the first one. The Hermit. What the hell? So, this is someone who wants you or has decided how much or realized what they feel, but they have to remain isolated. You guys may not even be together. I don't feel like this person is reaching out. They're keeping to themselves. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. I'm not going to look at all of them because there's a lot. Some of you are dealing with someone who is reflecting. There's a lot of reflection going on. Someone here may have a beard or letting their beard grow out. What are their actions, Leo? What is this person's actions towards you? Six of Swords. Leo, they're moving on. They're distancing themselves. They're trying to. Some of you may be at a distance. How do you feel about them? Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Swords. This could be something that ended. I see you trying to move on too because you're hurt or you've been hurt by them. You feel betrayed. Maybe this was more than once. Some of you could be trying to heal or even process everything that happened here. What was, let me get, what was or is the conflict? Spirit, what was or is the conflict between Leo and their person? Let's take this one. Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, the Hangman. I felt like it was always stuck. It's almost like there was always a puzzle piece missing. This is someone who you could have known a while. Familiar energy, Six of Cups, reconciliation energy, going down memory lane, creating memories, experiences. But there's also a very deep transformation with this Hangman. Maybe this is for some of you, you've worked on, you kept trying with this person, you kept trying and you kept trying, and it was never moving because there was a missing puzzle piece or there was something that just wasn't it, something you weren't aligning. Tell me about this Hangman. What is this Hangman? I'm also getting like, this is Dark Nights of the Soul. Some of you really went through it with this person. Let's get, why the Hangman? The Queen of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, being emotionally available. What is this? It's so weird. Like, I actually never noticed this. This is the second time I use this deck. There's this big, this looks like a glass, a bird. I don't know what this is, but it's like covering her chest. And it almost feels like, for some of you, there's a certain darkness in this connection, and by darkness I mean like there was like a certain negativity. Somebody here could have been like either like I don't know why I'm getting like they could have been like sucked out, like their energy, like an energy vampire. You could have been dealing with someone like that. Because I'm asking about the conflict, and it's almost like you give and you give and you give and you give and you give, and you're waiting for the fruit of your labor. What's going to come out of this? Am I wasting my time? And ultimately, a lot of you felt like you were wasting your time. Hangman, it's not going anywhere. I'm just stuck. I'm just hanging. It's just hanging here. We're not doing anything. For some of you, like I'm seeing somebody, I know this isn't a cloud, but it made me think of that like a cloud. Someone here could have just felt like they were in this cloud and it's just sucking out their life source. That's how bad it could have been for somebody here or a group of people. Again, this is very specific. Um, someone here felt like they had to be free. We have this light around their head and we have a lot of like darkness around hers. Like they needed either a reality check or some type of, I don't know. I'm even getting like a divine intervention here. Something that like a wake up. Like you suddenly wake up and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. It's kind of like that energy. Someone couldn't keep doing this. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at the cards. I'm analyzing this. Someone also I'm getting like I don't want to say their body, but their energy, it could even be their body. Um the signs of how awful or how whatever it is that they went through, it was all there in their energy and how they came off, or even things that happened to them. It's like they drew in these negative experiences. Maybe it's nothing to do with this person, but it was all a reflection of this inner turmoil this person could have been having with the other. I don't know who's who, just who you are. um let me pull one more. What do we need to know? Let me just, I don't know, I feel the need to pull one more. Leo and their person this week. The King of Pentacles. Someone could be very focused on their money, taking charge of their life. This is very specific. This may not even have to do with this person, but I'm getting someone could be like resentful of their boss or manager or a co-worker. I'm getting a bit of envious energy. Be careful who you're sharing information with, what you're posting online, because I'm getting like someone could be looking at the other like they have so much and I don't have a lot, or how do I get there? But they're the way they're, I'm getting like green-eyed monster. You may even have been involved, Leo, with someone who like envied you in a way. And that's crazy. The Queen of Swords. Strong Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I'm also seeing like, oh, I'm getting way too many messages for this, and this is like gonna be way too long. I'm just gonna leave it at this. Let's get a little from here and then let's pull no communication. Leo, what do we need to know about Leo's situation? Fishing for comments. Be careful, Leo, especially if this is like a workplace thing or something about the workplace. Someone may be trying to get information out of you, or they want you to say certain things to kind of either put the, like if something happened, like they want to make you responsible, and they're like trying to figure out how they're going to go about that, and it's something you could be communicate or potentially communicating could be putting you at risk for that. um I'm also getting, on the other hand, someone you could be dealing with, or this could be you. It's like an energy of trying to trigger the other person to get them to say certain things, or some, maybe even some type of validation of some sort. I'm also getting something literally about fishing. Bad karma. Yeah, just be careful, because I feel like this could, um, you're creating bad karma for yourself. Something that you could be doing, or maybe this connection with this person, it was just bad karma. um or something came back. Kissing ass. This could be your person, Leo. Maybe this is someone who buys you things or tries to make everything better, but at the end of the day, the damage has been done. All right, let's get a no communication, Leo. Thank you so much, Spirit. Connect me to Leo. No communication. Playing games. This is a game to me. The way I'm acting, responding, or posting is to get your attention. Interesting, because we had fishing for comments. Someone here is just whatever they post online. It's like they're waiting for that person to respond, or they want to say something, or they want them to notice something. They specifically post that one thing for that person to notice and make a comment. And maybe this is the way they'll even talk to them. But anyways, how would you know this is your person? Leo, how would you know this is your person? This is very specific. It's not for everyone. Green eyes, vibrant apparel, fun colored hair, black clothing. This makes me think of Scorpio. And we have albino. Someone could be very sensitive to the sun here. They may burn very easily. Even if they try to tan, they don't tan, they just get red. But that's also very specific. Someone may get very angry very easily. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I see red. Um, Maybe some anger management. But anyways, that is what I'm getting. Thank you for watching, Leo. Have a great day.